Okay, out there, everybody. So, this is a new video I'm making today. I hope you guys find it entertaining and it makes sense to a lot of you. Now, the ones who I want uh, to view this most of all are going to be the computer programmers, the coders, the guys that make their own coins, that have their own coins, and that make their own coins, and the ones that are thinking about making their own coins, okay? Because this is an idea, a number of ideas that should interest you. And so it's going to start off this way. Untether your next coin or your existing coin. Make sure it's not tethered to anything. Okay? And that means it's not linked to any other coin market. It's not linked to anything except its own. And the only feature that's more important than linking with is having its own stake pool. Okay? And this is a coin for the future, has to be untethered. That means no Russia bombs, no price of corn, no misfortune somewhere else. A volcano blows up in Hawaii, and all of a sudden they dropped your balance by half or more than half because they say, oh, the market's down now. And that's what they done to ruin the regular markets. That's how they ruined them, because all of those markets, they ruined them by tethering them to certain news, any slight news, and the price right away it goes down. And so they don't have to make it so that it goes down drastically and comes up just so that you can trade. There's other ways to make the coin market so that the issuers and the public can earn money off of it. The first thing is through staking. And there's a lot of things you could do with staking. You could make one multiple staking pool, one right after another, or running tandem where they're all hooked. You got 5 staking pools running at the same time for people. And if they want to put different coins or the same coin into a stake pool, for you guys decide, the ones programming and making the coins, you guys decide what type of time period you want to run a stake pool for lending and for borrowing, and give a rating to the people who leave their coins in there, even though they have the option to pull it out and cancel that stake pool completely. And what you do is there's a small penalty if they take out before that stake pool is done. Then guess what? You didn't earn anything. And meanwhile, if you left it in there the full term, let them know their money is, and their interest is there waiting for them the way it's supposed to be, so that if a man or woman comes out, stakes their coins and puts them up for staking to lend them out again, well, then you know what? And let them be backed as well, so that they can't lose. No matter if the loan's defaulted, they're not supposed to lose their principal or their interest if you play right and back it up with an insurance, a staking insurance policy, that you know what, if that person defaults, then here's your earnings, here's your principal, thank you. And guess what? Now the stake operator, it comes out of his insurance, and there's a reason why he has a stake pool insurance, because he's making money as well by lending, and so and it's not his principal. But so that's just one way. And then if you make it so that it's not the coin does not go up and down. Another way for the issuer to make money is by after so many millions of people have purchased that coin and have purchased so many of those coins, now the price is doubled. It's worth this much. And so that if a young person wants to invest in it and say, hey, do you know next year or 6 months from now, yeah, the price goes up it's actually worth more. So now it's worth $1.50 instead of the dollar. And so, and if you leave it in there a full year, a full term, interest term, then guess what? It goes up to $2, and so on and so forth. And then after it reaches a certain amount, well, then it's only, all you could do is stake it. After it reaches $10, $100, whatever the issuer decides to do, then now, and the government allows, then guess what? So your coin has $1,000 value per coin, and now it's reached that threshold. Now you can only stake it, and now when you go to stake it, you can earn as much as you want to, as much as they allow you to, moving it from stake pool to stake pool, or staying right there with a slow and steady interest rate coming right from the issuer. And so, and if you want to pass down that your coins, or if something should happen to you, you can will them to someone else, a family member, a friend, a not-for-profit institution, a charity, whatever it is. You have that in the smart contract that it comes along with the coin. And so, and with if you decide, hey, well, this happened unexpectedly, you have an unexpected clause in there saying that, guess what? If it's not filled in, but I also added this person's name to it, my family member's name to it, or a different individual, then guess what? They're in control, because I've met my expire date. And so I passed away, and so I added them as beneficiary. So there's a number of ways. For the smart ones who develop a coin like that, they're going to prosper faster than any other coin out there. Any other coin out there. Doesn't matter what they say about it. And if it's connected to a blockchain, that's all that matters. If it has a stake pool and insurance and a certain graduation, it could be within 5 years that it's guaranteed to reach a certain amount. And if it doesn't, then you could still earn by staking it. But if it takes another year for people to invest in it and bring it to that point where it matures to $1,000 a coin at peak, whatever you decide is the peak. And if you have uniform standards of a price peak for all the coins coming forward, people look at you like they really do have something good here for financing, and we could depend on it. And guess what? It's not just anybody uh, making these things, making them so that they could steal from us, issuing cons and Jengas, where you pull out that bottom Jenga and guess what? The whole thing falls. And so our money and the institutions that run that, the finances and investment corporation, they're and entities, they're not supposed to be playing with our money. They're supposed to be helping us and helping themselves at the same time so that they're not doing things in a corrupt way. So it's all up to the individuals to ask for those things, and it's up to the smart ones out there to say, hey, you know what? His idea makes sense. Let's build one. Let's make one, and if it works right, let's make hundreds of them fast. And there's already thousands of coins out there with no purpose, no use. Let's buy them and let's program them so that we can make them untethered to nothing. Untethered, zero tether, so that they're not unstable. But they are investment vehicles that we could make our fortunes from. And so can the public. They can count on their investing to be there in 10, 50 years, 100 years. Whether they will them to someone else, they could earn from it. It's a real American-made investment material. So that's my thought on untethering the new coins from here out. First in line who makes it is going to prosper beyond belief. And it's meant for everyone from here forward who starts earning or starts designing them that way to make it. The idea is yours for the world for free. I give it to you. And so if you think the video was good and entertaining, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see any other videos that might interest you, subscribe. This is the cool old dude. Up and out. I gotta go. I gotta beam up. Later. Let's see. Boop.